Hello everyone, it's Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet. How are you today? Today is Wednesday. That's why I'm on. Yeah. I wanted to put out a really quick video. I want to thank y'all for joining me. As I said, today is Wednesday. I want to get this video out mostly as a reminder that tonight we're going to be doing a knit chat on Lynanne's channel at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is her time, which will be 5 o'clock here in California. We're still in California. We leave California tomorrow, so it'll be 5 o'clock California time. I don't even know what time zone I'm in, what the name of it is. Mountain time? I don't know. If that's Central time, I don't know. I don't know. But it's 5 o'clock in California time, 8 o'clock in Florida time. And so I want to remind everybody to come, bring your knitting, bring your questions, bring your wisdom, bring with you anything that you have learned that you want to share. Because we've, embarked on this knitting journey, and we want to know how you're doing, and we want to encourage each other to continue. And those that already knit, I know I've had people send me a picture, one person, of their completed project. I know Lynanne has had many people in her Nina's Knots Crochet YouTube, Facebook page show and post their projects. Some just did washcloths and some are into big shawls and more than one project, and it's so encouraging. So please join us with how you're doing. We're excited about this. I am personally really enjoying the knitting. Not that I don't enjoy my crochet, but I am enjoying the knitting. The projects that I am doing are mostly just knit. I'm doing 2 projects. Well, actually 3 when you count my scarf. I haven't worked on that in a couple of days because I've been focusing on the other 2 knitting projects. The one I had to start over, and it's doing really good. I mean, it's coming along. I'll work on that a little today, before the broadcast, the podcast, the stream, the live. But I have been working the last couple of days. We went sightseeing yesterday in Joshua Tree State National Park, and it's beautiful. And there was a lot of sightseeing, just watching the car go by. It's all the things that we were seeing. And I can't sightsee and knit or crochet very well. I can crochet easier sightseeing than I can knitting, but a lot of times my eyes get tired fast, and I get blurry when I look up. So I'll be crocheting or knitting, and then look up and I can't see anything, with or without my glasses. And I talked to the eye doctor about it, and she's like, "Oh, you just need glasses for when you're knitting and crocheting for that close up." Even though I have trifocals already. I mean, so I got these really cute glasses. I love them. I can't wear them. Anytime I try to crochet with those glasses on, I can't see anything. If I'm not, I have to take them off to see, to look at Roy across the room and see him clearly, which is more aggravating than anything. So I don't wear those glasses. And anyway, that's a whole nother tangent. We don't need to squirrel about, right? But I have been focusing on my knitting for the last couple of evenings, and I worked on a little bit in the car. But it is 400 stitches across, and it does take a while to get there, particularly when you're doing the single crochet rows, which were supposed to be slip stitch, but not for me. So when you make this, the sleeves are built in. This is the opera wrap, and it is the scarf with like sleeves that you wrap around yourself. So you start with the sleeve, and that's, it's not ribbed. The sleeve is not ribbed. It looks like it'll stretch like the ribbing would. So nice. But it is not ribbed. So the sleeve goes around like this, and when it's probably when my sleeve is big enough to go around comfortably is when I'm gonna stop. But you start with the sleeve, and you do one row is supposed to be slip stitched. Every other row is supposed to be slip stitched all the way across the wrap. But slip stitching hurts my fingers. So when I got through with the sleeve part, then I went into a single crochet row, for that row until I got to the next sleeve. And then I did slip stitch the sleeves because I want them to be, I don't want the sleeves to be too big. Like, I want them to stay on pattern size. Just because I don't want to, as you can see, I don't know how to explain this. The sleeve grows shorter, not as tall as the body of the shawl. The body of the shawl has bigger stitches, doubles and trebles, and singles where they're supposed to be a slip stitch. Am I making sense? I think I am. Maybe I'm not. But anyway, so I kept the sleeve pattern to the pattern, but then I changed it to a single crochet during the body of the pattern. And I'm fine with how it's turning out. I am using a Karen cotton cake, which I love these. I have several at home, but I bought 4 in this color because I had no idea how many I would need for this shawl, and I didn't want to run out. This color is called Lighthouse. It is a 4-weight. It is 60 cotton, 40 acrylic. There are 530 yards per cake, 8.8 ounces. This is my hole in the middle of cake number 2. And when I last showed you this, it was like 7 inches deep in the body, and now it is 9. So I've added a couple more rows of all the stitches of everything. There's a couple more rows of everything is in here. As I've said before, I have wrapped it around myself, and it does fit the way that it should for this project that it is. I love the neutral colors, muted colors, I should say. I just love that they're very muted, and it will go with almost anything. I don't know if so much this shirt, but almost anything. It'll go great with a pair of jeans because it's got that like a bluish color. I don't know, maybe a periwinkle, pale blue. I don't know, whatever color you want to call it. But I really am loving making this. It seems like it takes forever. The cross stitch here, I'm not going around the stitch when I'm doing this. So it's a little bit slower go. Let me show you what I'm talking about. For the most part, I'm using a 6mm hook. When I'm doing this slip stitching, I did go up a hook size to a 6.5, only because I didn't want it to get too tight and draw it in, So I went up a half a hook size. But when I'm doing this part, which is that where I'm at now? I don't know which, yeah, I'm on this side. Where am I at? I'm somewhere. There I am. And I'm all twisted. Okay. what stitch am I doing? No, I'm doing a single crochet. So when I do this stitch, you can, you know, it's an X. So you can, I go in front. So you skip a stitch and you make your, and you go into the next stitch. And you make your treble crochet. Then you cross over and go into the skipped stitch to make your second treble crochet. So you can wrap your yarn, go into the hole, and just pull it up and be around this stitch. But I find when I go around the first part of the X that I cross and it looks like that I cross over that, and then it ends up looking more like a V because the, you know, it does more like that. So I go and then I pull the stitch that I'm coming into up, so, and push the previously made stitch back and yarn over and pull it up. That way the stitches are not attached to each other on the X, and it X's better than going around the first stitch. That tends, and the way I crochet tends to make it look more like a V than Xing and then crossing in the middle. It'll cross more at the bottom. So it's a little slower go on the X stitch than if I was just doing double crochet all the way across, or treble. The X's are trebles. It's a little slower go for me to do it that way, but it looks better, and so it's worth the extra time. I'm really loving this. Like I said, I'm deep into this cake now, but it's the center, so it being the center, it goes faster. But I think I will definitely use all of this cake. I don't know if I'll go into another cake or not. But I am liking the project. They have this pattern on this ball band. I love that thing. One day, I think I want to try to make it. But it's a little scary. So if I end up with extra of these, I might attempt this pattern. Anybody ever made it? If you've made it, let me know, because I want to know if it was hard. It looks like it might be hard. Maybe not. I don't know. So that is all the crochet that I have to show you. It's all the crochet that I've worked on. I did, like I say, work a lot more on the knitting because I wanted to show some decent progress on stuff for tonight's video. I mean, for tonight's live. I hope that you join us there. I appreciate you watching my video today. I know it's a real short but sweet one. I just wanted to give you the progress update on my knitting, on my crochet, or at least on this crochet project. I'm going to knit more today. I really want to make the hexagon. I haven't picked up the hexagon project in a while. I know what I'm doing with it now. Like Trish and I talked about it, and I know what to do to fix it. I just haven't, because I've been trying to get the knitting. Now I feel like the pressure, because we have to go live and talk about it. I feel like I have to get that done and work done and it's knitting stitches. I have teeny tiny needles. They're really small. I'm using a 5 and one, I think a 5 on one and a 6 on the other, but they're like DK weight and fingering weight yarns. So the stitches are teeny. The progress is small. Lots of work, little tiny bits done. You don't get a treble crochet where you get to add this much at a time. So it makes it go way slower, even though I feel like I'm going way faster. Um, the progress is way slower, way shorter. And I'm really anxious to get this done. I would love to have this done before we get home. Back to Ohio is home, even though I know I don't have a house there any longer. But that is where the family is, and so that is home. And we will be back there. The plan is before Mother's Day. I'm real excited to do that. I miss my family. I miss my grandkids. And I want to have this done before I get there. Because I'm hoping that one of them will say, oh gosh, I want one of those. I love making things for them. But they're not really all... I mean, when I give them something that I've made, they're all, they're like, oh, thank you, Grammy, and they're appreciative. Chloe occasionally will ask me to make her something, and she uses it, or wears it, or whatever. I made Avery a shirt one year she requested, and she wore it. It was her favorite sweater, but she hasn't asked for another one, but I'm going to offer. I just need her sizes, and it'll be really easy to make things for those girls. They're not real big, so there would be fast makes. So I'm real anxious to make things for them when I'm staying at their house, and I can try it on them all the time and know that it'll fit. Because I do still have issues with tension, and things grow or shrink as depending on how quickly I crochet or how fast the needle's going, how fast the hooking's going. If I'm crocheting and I'm really in the groove, I crochet fast, I crochet tighter. When I'm more tired or lazy about it, it's a bigger stitch, it's slower. I know that, but it just is what it is. When you're woo, 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 when I'm playing Trish, I can crochet kind of fast, but it depends on how tired I am or how excited I am about getting it done or whatever. I don't have just a consistent all the time. And it's always the same. It's not. So that all being said, I have ideas in mind for the grandkids, for things that, particularly the youngest two, that I would love to make for them. I just need to get permission to make them, and what colors they want them in, because it's not fun to make something for someone and then them not like it or not want to wear it. So anyway, that all being said, I am done for the day. Please, 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 please give me a thumb and a like and a comment. Share the video if you want to. And if you're not, hit that subscribe button. It's free. I really appreciate it. All the things that YouTube likes you to do really helps my channel if you do that. I'm really trying to get that 6,000. And I'm within, the last I looked, 5. I was within 2, and then it dropped down. And now I'm within, I think, 5. I didn't check today, but yesterday. I was at 5,995. Like, I lost 3. Now I need to get those back. I've just been trying for a long time to hit that 6,000. So if you're not subscribed, just hit that button and put me over the 6,000, would ya? I'd appreciate it. Okay, guys, I'll see you tonight. Love y'all. Bye-bye.